you do anything fun? Did you do anything special? Did you see Twisters, the #1 movie right now? I did not see it. Now I feel like I should. I do have a day off coming up next week, and maybe I'll go see a movie. Who knows? It's a travel day, but you can travel home and then go see a movie. There's no rule against that. Could be fun. That one looks good. Of course, Deadpool and Wolverine coming out. Do you have your tickets to that one? Have you been going to see a lot of summer movies? What's the best summer movie you've seen so far? That's all we're talking about here. Happy birthday. Vicky Goddish's birthday is today. Happy birthday, Godish Godish. Sorry, I'm not sure how to pronounce your name because we've never met in person. But I am so grateful that you were here spending part of your birthday with us. Always here playing. Vicky's one of the regulars, I like to say. I see her name in the comments all the time. Don't worry, darling. Love that one. People catching up on some movies at home. Also, we did lose Bob Newhart, one of the greatest, one of the funniest guys. It's amazing in a career if you have one hit sitcom, one great sitcom you're known for. He had 2 of them, including maybe the greatest ending to a series ever of all time. Just incredible, and continued to work well into his later years. Of course, there are generations who know him for Elf. There are generations who know him as a stand-up from the 50s and 60s. Just nothing he couldn't do. And by all accounts, just one of the nicest, most gracious people. So sad that he is gone, but always grateful to have his body of work to enjoy, which we all do. If you're not familiar with his work, you can go find it and watch it. How about that? It is summertime, of course, and summertime means summer movies. And all this week, we're celebrating the biggest box office stars on Daily Trivia Live, the mobile game show where you win money from the comfort of your phone. Your mission, should you choose to accept it, is to go after today's grand prize. That's $1,000, and when you correctly answer 10 multiple-choice trivia questions about Tom Cruise movies, you will win your share of it. In this game, you will earn 1 bonus SB for every question you get right after question number 1, even if you've already been eliminated. Here's the deal. You win the game. Of course, you get a piece of the grand prize, but the bonus SB you've accrued throughout get automatically added on top of that. If you don't win the grand prize, you don't automatically get those SB that you've been getting through answering questions. If you want them added to your account, you have to claim them at the end of the game by clicking a button. It's not difficult. The hard part might be sticking around till the end, but I believe in you and your ability to do it. The first time you get a question wrong, as long as it's before question number 10, you can rejoin to get another shot at the grand prize. 2 ways to do that. One is using SB. The other, more preferable way for all of you, I'm sure, is with a free rejoin. Here's a tip for you. If you click the plus sign in the top left-hand corner of the main menu anytime a game's not happening, you can get free rejoins by watching videos. But of course, this is a special week. This is a second chance week, and that means you are getting 3 free rejoins for each game you play, credited before the following game begins. So the rejoins you are getting for this game, you will have for Tuesday's game. Finally, each game we give away 5 100 SB prizes to 5 players who win and claim at least 1 SB in the game. Here are the winners from this past Thursday, all of whom have been credited already. Enjoy your 100 SB. Go get yourself something nice, or hold on to them for a little bit longer. They're your SB. I'm not going to tell you what to do with them. I can only offer possibilities. To everyone else who is not on that graphic, but if you wish you were, I understand. So keep playing and claiming, because next time, the winner could be you. Now, these comments, they feel the need for speed, so they're taking off as we get this game started. Here is question number 1 in this Tom Cruise game. In which movie does Tom Cruise play a Navy pilot? Is it All the Right Moves, Jack Reacher, or Top Gun? In which of those movies does Tom Cruise play a Navy pilot? It's a little hint for you. Pete Mitchell doesn't play by the rules. His obsession with pushing limits strains his relationships with everyone around him, but he's still good enough to be part of the Top Gun Academy. That's right, Top Gun is the answer. 97% of you getting that one right. Well done. I remember seeing that as a kid and going, I don't know if I get this film, but it's fine. I like the planes, and the sequel is fantastic. 2 great Tom Cruise movies in one question. And we have almost 17,000 people who are in grand prize contention after that one with our rejoins. and over 17,000 here playing the game. And every question y'all get right from here on out gets you one bonus SB. Let's jump into that right now with question number 2. In Interview with the Vampire, which character does Tom Cruise play? Is it Lestat, Armand, or Daniel? Who does Tom Cruise play in Interview with the Vampire? Lestat, Armand, or Daniel? He was somewhat of an odd choice at the time, but was also such a huge star that casting him as the vampire Lestat meant the movie was going to make bank, and it did. $223.7 million in the U.S. 68% of you knew Lestat was the answer. Armand, I think, might have been Antonio Banderas. And Daniel, I believe, was Brad Pitt in that movie, which is very odd. I had not read the book when I went to see that, but it sure was interesting. Of the 32% of you that got eliminated, almost everybody coming back in. Good news is, if you didn't rejoin for free this time, you'll get to tomorrow because you showed up and played this game during Second Chance Week. We're moving on to question number 3 now, worth one bonus SB if you get it right. In which movie did Tom Cruise claim to do his own singing? Is it American Made, Valkyrie, or Rock of Ages? Which of those did he claim to do his own singing? I get Tom Cruise playing a rock star, but who knew he could sing? I saw the movie, and it's still hard to believe that it's actually Tom Cruise who is singing in Rock of Ages, the adaptation of the jukebox musical. That is the answer. 75% of you getting that one right. When you hear him sing, you go, I would not expect Tom Cruise to sound like a full-fledged rock star, but knowing Tom Cruise, he trained with a singer for 48 hours a day just to make sure he sounded good. Of the 25% of you that got eliminated, you didn't sing the right tune on that one, but you are coming back in. At least 2/3 of you are. That's nice to see. Still 14,000 plus people in grand prize contention. Plenty of bonus SB left for you to get, including one right now if you can correctly answer question number 4. In Jerry Maguire, what leads to Jerry getting fired by his agency? Is it a fireworks show, a mission statement, or a dance number? What leads to Jerry getting fired by his agency? Do you know that dogs and bees can smell fear? Jerry Maguire is one of the best in the biz, but when the child of one of his clients curses him out, he grows a conscience. And then he writes and hands out a mission statement that kills his career of how things ought to be. 79% of you knew mission statement is the answer. He goes to a Kinko's and makes copies, leaves them in all the inboxes, then wakes up, regrets it, but it's too late. Everybody gives him the thumbs up, but behind his back they say, you're going nuts over here, buddy. Of the 21% of you that didn't get that one right, you knew that a rejoin would complete you in your quest to win a piece of the grand prize. And so we got half of you back in on that one. We are moving on to question number 5, halfway point, worth one bonus SB if you get it right. Here it is, question number 5. From whom does Tom Cruise get the truth in A Few Good Men? Is it Demi Moore, Jack Nicholson, or Kevin Pollak? He says, I want the truth. Who is he talking to? Daniel Caffey thinks that Colonel Nathan Jessup is tired of having to cover up the actions that led to PFC William T. Santiago's death, and that leads to a scene with some of Jack Nicholson's best work. That's right. We live in a world with walls. That's right. That's Jack Nicholson, the great speech in A Few Good Men. Such a good movie, such a good adaptation of a very good play. 88% of you knew that Jack Nicholson was the answer. The other two actors are in the movie and brilliant in it. Unfortunately, they are not correct. You've already made it halfway through this game. How about that? We're going to move on to question number 6 now, worth one bonus SB if you get it right. What happens to the IMF message Ethan Hunt gets in the Mission Impossible movies? They turn into birds, nothing, or they self-destruct. What happens to the messages that he receives in Mission Impossible? The instructions delivered by the Impossible Mission Force come in a variety of ways, from vinyl records to small hidden devices. But after the message is complete, it always self-destructs. This message will self-destruct in 5 seconds, 10 seconds, whatever the counter is. You don't have a lot of time, and 97% of you didn't even need any time to answer that one correctly. You got it. Well done. That was your mission to get it right. You chose to accept it, and you did it. Wasn't impossible, was it? Let's move on to question number 7 now, worth one bonus SB if you get it right. In Tropic Thunder, what drink is Les Grossman constantly asking for? Is it Seagram 7, Yoo-Hoo, or Diet Coke? Such a good performance. A lot of people didn't even know it was him. Tom Cruise hasn't done a lot of comedy over the course of his career, but he's good at it. He disappears into the role of Hollywood kingpin and Diet Coke addict Les Grossman. That is the answer. You go, Diet Coke! And somebody would hand him a can of Diet Coke immediately. That was the answer. Yoo-hoo makes sense, too, that you go, yoo-hoo! But then it would sound like he was calling Bill Hader over, and he was not. Over half of you knew Diet Coke was the answer. That was the trickiest of the questions I have. I think. We don't know. We'll see how well you know your Tom Cruise movies. That's what we're finding out here today. You may be discovering things about yourself you never knew, that you're actually a huge Tom Cruise fan and you didn't know it. Or that you want to watch more of his movies. You could be motivated to do that. We're going to move on, though, to question number 8 now, worth 1 bonus SB if you get it right. Here it is. What does Tom Cruise's character in Days of Thunder do for a living? Is it NASCAR driver, kayaker, or trucker? What is his job in Days of Thunder? Classic Cruise. Did you know that John C. Reilly is in both Days of Thunder and Talladega Nights, The Ballad of Ricky Bobby? He's the pit crew to Cruise's NASCAR driver in Days of Thunder, and then went on to play a driver himself. That's right, NASCAR driver is the answer. 96% of you getting that one right. Well done. Of course, that is the movie where Tom Cruise and Nicole Kidman fell in love and got married, and then they had a kid, I think. Did they have a kid? They might have had a kid. I don't know. It doesn't matter for this game. You don't have to know that. We're going to move on to question number 9 now, worth 1 bonus SB if you get it right. What 1988 Beach Boys song became a hit thanks to Cocktail? Is it Kokomo, Higher Love, or Baby Got Back? If you know your music, only one of these is a Beach Boys song. This Tom Cruise 80s classic had people trying to flip bottles in the air at parties to disastrous results. That part wasn't great, but giving the Beach Boys a modern hit with Kokomo sure was. Yeah, that's right, Kokomo. That's the answer. 94% of you know. That means 7,609 of you have made it this far, and you are ready for our final question. But first, the Stars of Summer Second Chance Week continues tomorrow at 5 p.m. Pacific Time, 8 p.m. Eastern Time, with a game all about the movies of Arnold Schwarzenegger and Sylvester Stallone. That's right, Arnie and Sly going head-to-head on your phone right in front of you, and you will get 3 free rejoins just for playing. That is going to be a fun one. You don't want to miss out. By the way, quick reminder that there are 2 ways to get SB from Swagbucks Daily Trivia outside of our live games. One is through our other game mode, the Daily Trivia Challenge. That is a quick, hostless version of our game that you can play on your schedule up to twice per day, every single day. Second is by clicking the More Ways to Earn button wherever you find it in the app. Now, they both get you SB towards your daily goal, but that More Ways to Earn, that gets you to the Tapjoy wall. That's where the easy-to-complete offers are. And they'll help you check Daily Discover off your to-do list. And the SB will add up quicker than you can imagine. You're going to have fun while doing it. Make that part of your winning habits every single day, your Swagbucks routine. It can only lead to good things for you. You know what else leads to good things? Swaggo. And our new Swaggo board runs through 11:59 p.m. Pacific Time next Monday, July 29th, which means you have plenty of time to fill out your board. Now, in case you didn't know, in Swaggo, you fill squares by getting SB in the ways you're probably already doing it, including the Daily Trivia Challenge and Daily Trivia Live games, and maybe trying ways to earn that you haven't tried before. Nothing wrong with diversifying. Once you complete a pattern, you submit it to get an SB bonus. Now, the size of the bonus depends on which pattern you can complete. And if you can get a full board this time, and it's possible, I believe in you, then you will get 1,500 SB. That's $15 in PayPal cash or free gift cards just for getting SB. So you're earning SB for all these activities, and then you're submitting the board and getting even more SB. And you got some pretty cool ways to earn that maybe you haven't tried before, or you need to try again. Just remember that you can only submit once, which means you should try to fill as many squares as you can before you submit. You have a lot of time to do it, so check it out and get on it right after this game. Speaking of which, we have 7,791 people vying for a piece of our $1,000 grand prize. Over 17,000 of you sticking around to the end, and I got one more bonus SB up for grabs if you can correctly answer question number 10. Here it is. In which movie does a teenage Tom Cruise dance to old-time rock and roll? Is it Edge of Tomorrow, Risky Business, or The Mummy? I saw people shouting this out in the comments, so you had some help. That scene with a young Tom Cruise in sunglasses, a dress shirt, and tighty whities outlasted the film. People know the image of him sliding into the screen, but they may not even know it's from the movie Risky Business from 1983. 7,454 of you sure did know that one, because you are splitting our grand prize today. Well done to you. Let's meet some of our grand prize winners. Each of you taking home 14 SB in grand prize money, along with the bonuses you earned along the way. Viking Bob 88, you have conquered this game. Kelly and Italia, buongiorno, and you are a winner. Allison Berg under, or Allison Berg under, as in you are under the trophy you have won, because you did a great job. Good job for you. Resnick 82, Blue Daisy 515, and so many more. Congratulations to all of our grand prize winners. Congratulations to those of you who claimed your bonus SB. Now that you have all these new SB in your account, you know what to do with them. Just in case you don't, you can redeem them for PayPal cash or gift cards to Amazon, Starbucks, Target, and hundreds of other places. Great job today. We'll see you tomorrow for our Arnie versus Sly game. Thank you for playing Daily Trivia Live, and we will see you then, my friends.